I'm going to show you how to make a neat pom-pom garland for your locker this school year. First, you'll want a piece of twine only about as long as from your fingertips to the inside of your elbow. Remember, your locker is not that wide, so you don't want it too long. You'll need a needle, and we're always very careful when handling a needle. And then you'll need some pom-poms. And you really don't need a ton of pom-poms. I found that for a locker size one, I maybe needed like 6 to 8. So first we need to thread our needle. Now this can be a little tricky. One thing you might want to do is I'll have some water out. You might want to wet the end of the strings. So I'm going to my fingertips are wet here. I'm just going to go ahead and wet it with some water to make it kind of flat. And if you have a hard time with this, just call me over and I'll come and help. Then I'm going to put that through let me see if I can get on camera here, the eye of my needle, which is really, really small. So this is where it gets a little tricky. You might have to do it kind of one part of the twine at a time. Let's see here. Okay, I got it. But if you need help with this, just call me over. And just pull a little bit through. So you have a little tail going on, and then the long part of your strings over here. Then here's the cool part. All you need to do is take this needle, again, be very careful because the end is sharp. Pick up a pom-pom and just kind of push it carefully. Make sure you don't poke yourself on the other side through the pom-pom. And then push your pom-pom down the string. The cool thing about these pom-poms is no matter where you leave them, they'll kind of stay that way. You don't need to tie them on or knot them. They stay really securely attached and they won't slide around. So then I'll just go through in any order I want and I'll pick up my pom-poms, and again, just carefully. This is the part you need to be extra careful with. Push it through, make sure you don't poke yourself. Slide it down. Sometimes it gets caught right here where there's 2 pieces of string. Just kind of carefully, see, yep, it did that. So I just kind of like keep pulling and pushing until it comes through. There it goes. And then I'll just decide how far I want it from that purple pom-pom. So like maybe, that looks pretty good. And you notice it stays in place when I move it. They don't slide around. So you can adjust them after you get them all on and decide how you want to space them. But then when you're done, all you need to do is take both ends of the string, hang it from the 2 ends of your locker with some tape because it's really light. That'll hold it up. And you have a beautiful pom-pom garland to decorate your locker this school year.